Submission Radio here with Jorge Masvidal and the launch of the one and only Recuerdo Mezcal. Is that right? I don't know, man.
Shit, that was pretty damn good, bro.
This is a bit of a history-making moment because we came here for the Conor McGregor fight, but who would have thought the real history was going to be made up here at the Aria as we try it for the first time. I've got these oranges here. Am I supposed to do something with the oranges?
Yep. Oh, there we go.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Thank you very much.
Got a couple here.
Take us through this, Jorge, because we're kind of new to mezcal. This is not a shot. You sip it, right?
You sip it, you give it little kisses throughout the night, usually with like a beer. You sip here, chase the beer, or you could do the warm salt, the agave warm salt with the orange. However you like to do it.
Okay, so we'll have a sip right now.
Yeah,
and then taste it. You've had a few tastes.
Hey,
Yeah,
I think we should salute to something. To the BMF champion in 2020.
To defending that bitch.
Let's do it. Oh man, that is good, and I think we were lucky because we got the champ at the right time. We're sort of third in line, and I imagine the interviews as they go on will get more and more interesting. Tell me this, man. What is your favorite sort of craziest mezcal memory that you can share with us? Like a great time that you had a mezcal, like a crazy story that comes to mind.
Well, while closing the deal, I went to the town where they make it. It's a very rural town, and man, we had a blast. We got to do some cool things. Probably shouldn't be saying some of the things on camera, like
no one's listening, man. You can say whatever you want.
Nobody. It's just us.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking
Circle of trust,
man. I don't know. Probably I had fun in the ATVs and the beach while I was drinking mezcal. And there wasn't people around, so I was just spitting the sand everywhere. That was pretty fucking cool, you know. Got to be in some cool boats too over there. I had a blast, man.
Just take us through it. When and why did you decide to sort of start this? And by the way, what exactly is your part? You were saying earlier you're not an ambassador. You're an owner in this company, right?
Yes, sir. I'm an owner. I got a good amount of shares in the company, and they. I had tasted just out of luck. When we met through mutual friends. I had tasted their mezcal before on a duty-free airport. They had a girl, pretty girl, and I was like, oh, this girl's cute. Started talking with her. Had a shot and go, damn, this shit wasn't bad. Much like you guys. All right, it's not that bad, you know?
Pretty girl as well. How long ago was this?
This was the first time I tasted their mezcal was about 3 years, but I didn't know them yet. Long story short, I know a lot of people know me, and I bring up that mezcal to somebody, and they go, man, I actually work for that company. One thing led to another. We had a dinner. And I told them when I met the owners and everybody, the group that's involved, they go, your mezcal is not in the U.S. Let me help you out. Let me bring it over here. They said, cool, come to our state, Oaxaca in Mexico, and then we'll go over everything over there. So I came over there, and the service was amazing, man. The way that they work, out of the top 5 big companies, they're the only ones that take the product from seed to bottle. A lot of people outsource their work and stuff, so you don't really know what's going in there. They know exactly what's going in that bottle, you know? And coming from USADA and a testing pool, all these things, I want my product to be as clean as possible. If not, no thanks.
Well, I'm just curious. Obviously, Conor has his proper 12. We see athletes sort of aligning themselves with different brands, but we're looking at the marketing here around the room, and it seems really authentic. Like you really stand for this product. This is really a part. This is really a part of you. What sort of separates this from some of these, other quote unquote athletes endorsing things when you're like, I don't really think this guy's really about this life. When you see them like pretend to endorse it for the cash.
Well, I don't want to be like I'm always drinking. I don't drink too often. That's something I don't. We got a motto. Win frequently, drink occasionally, and I try to keep by that. But when I drink, I like to make sure that I feel good. And the only way I could really I can't tell people back home, you guys even, the way I judge it is if I drink on a Saturday and I go to practice Monday and I feel great, So, like a vodka be fucking me up. I can't get out of bed. I haven't drank vodka since I'm like 19, 20 years old. It used to destroy my body. I can't touch vodka. But this, shit, I could drink it the night before, go to practice. I'm not telling people to go and become alcoholics and still be athletes. But at least for me, it doesn't do no damage.
As like a side slogan, buy fighters for fighters, or buy a fighter for a fighter.
Right. Shit.
But not just in the octagon.
Somebody write that down, please.
In life. And, check will be in the mail, but we'll take a small percentage of it. Let me ask you this, man. And by the way, I'm loving this. This is a cool moment. Thanks so much for having us over here. Obviously, we saw you today at the press conference, and the Who guy, as you call him, came out today, and he was sort of talking a little bit about.
He still had that thing? Well, they told me. Well, I didn't see nothing about it online, so I figured they canceled that shit.
I think he kind of likes this Who nickname. What do you think about him sort of embracing it and being all like, kind of rolling with it a little bit.
I don't know. I guess maybe one of his personalities is trying to show like a sense of humor. So let's be real. He's got like 17 personalities, and not one of them is good for TV. You know. So I can't wait to do my business, man. Me and him will scrap at some due point.
Before that fight happens, you guys are both going to be at this fight, at the McGregor versus Cerrone fight, and I imagine you're going to be in the same section. What is that going to be like, given that you were speaking early today about how you're not really a big fan of him?
As long as he doesn't come near me, it's all good. If he's in the other side of the room talking shit, it's all good. You talk all the shit you want. It's when you get close to me, or if you cut me off in an interview, or if you cut me off in a parking spot, then shit gets violent. But if not, he'll be all right, you know?
Because we heard the legendary story of when you were seated near Colby Covington, people were switching seats, getting you a bit closer to him, and Dana White had to go down there and sort of stop you from getting close to Colby so you can chat. Is that true? Is that what was really going on during that card? Did Dana have to come down there and try?
Dana definitely did have a talk with me. I mean, Woodley was a witness to it. My manager was a witness to it. There was numerous people. Max Holloway was right next to me. And I see Colby there. And he's been talking shit already for months online about me, about teammates. I go, hey, let's talk like men. Address me like a man. Mind you, he had just said that he called me and told me, hey, do a flying knee for the Ben Askren fight. Then when we start fighting, he says, we haven't talked in 2 years. The guy's just a habitual liar, and I love to just put it out there now. You know, so he hasn't talked to me in about a year and a half, though. He's telling everybody he just talked to me, gave that Ben Askren thing, and then he was saying all this stupid shit. And I go, hey, let me talk to you, man. He goes, man, be a professional. And he like turns around and goes, yo, let me fucking talk to you. Stop talking shit online. I can't hear nothing. Let's go outside and talk.
Yeah.
You know? And he's like, oh man, that's cool, bro. I'm a fucking pro. I'm not gonna be doing that. And he just kind of like turns his back and starts kind of walking away, like gets a little further from me. I said, all right, whatever. Before I know it, Dana White's calling me over here trying to be funny. Masvidal, I don't need you giving out no 3 pieces and soda. And I go, the fuck? What are you talking about, man? I'm just fucking here watching the fights. What are you talking about? He goes, no, I got Colby over here telling me you're trying to fuck him up. Don't do nothing, all right? And I'm like, this fucking snitch.
Were you disappointed when Usman beat him? Because I know at one point you said you wanted to baptize Colby at some point before your career ends, and fight for him for the title, get a chance to baptize him, sort of 2 birds, 1 stone, right?
Yes and no, because at the same time, I did want to put physical and mental pain on him. But he gets in there with me, he makes the biggest check of his life. So at the same time, it's like, man, you can't sit at this table. Because you had the chance to, and look what you did, you failed. You didn't even use your number 1 skill. You were so scared of this man's ability that you didn't even find out if you could wrestle him. If you could wrestle with him, if you could out-wrestle. And I can't respect that. I know they tried to put in an exciting fight mainly for me because I was the one talking so much shit. I got in their head. Isn't that crazy? I got him to fight just how I wanted him to. Fucking dorks. You can't get me to change my shit no matter what. A lot of people said they were boring. They didn't even find out if one could out-wrestle the other one. That's like me fighting with a striker. Yeah, I take him down a couple times, but eventually, I'm going to stand with him, right? Let's find out who's better. I'm going to mix it up, but I'm going to let you have these blows. He was so scared, never shot in on him. It's just punk mentality,
Just speaking of money, man, it was crazy when Conor McGregor came out this week and said he was making $80 million for this fight. With, this weekend with Cowboy Cerrone, who is disclosed to make $2 million, and who knows what he's really going to make. I mean, I know you're a guy who likes to renegotiate. There's this whole argument going on as well. The night of UFC 244, you had the big fight. You had the big pay-per-view. Canelo had to wait for you to fight so that he could fight, but this man is making $36 million. Now, I'm sure you made a good paycheck for that one, but does it make you think about things when you're sort of negotiating for the next $80 million?
I hope he made 80. I hope he set the ceiling that high. I hope so, man. Don't think so, but I hope so. I'm praying that he did. I would love it that he made that 80 million. That means that ceiling's just that much higher in MMA. If that's the case, then I'm headed there. Everything that all the steps that it's gonna take for me to get that type of money, we're gonna cover them.
Obviously, Conor McGregor is fighting this weekend. You told us how you respect Cowboy. You've got the history with him. McGregor's coming at it from a different perspective mentally. He's being respectful. Cowboy likes it when people are respectful, but then Conor's also thrown in a few jabs here and there. It's not like, I don't know what do you think of this new Conor? Is it a sincerity thing, or is it obvious that he's just trying to sort of avoid the bad headlines that have plagued him over the last year for you?
Maybe a combo platter, combination of things. I just hope it doesn't mess with the mindset and the performance. Let's see, Conor's a tricky individual. Let's see. Cowboy's head looks right. He looks like he's ready to scrap, just how he likes to scrap under those circumstances. hey, we're just two pros. We're good at fighting. Let's go fight. So I know Cowboy's in his comfort zone. Let's see what kind of comes out on Saturday.
A part of you must want to be like, man, Cowboy's such a legend. I want to see this guy win. I want to see good things at Cowboy.
Yeah.
Same time, you know, McGregor wins. That is the big money fight for the BMF title.
Yes.
Do you feel yourself torn? I know you love us crap, but does a part of you kind of want to see Cerrone win, but then a part of you wants to see McGregor win because that's the big fight?
I want a good fight. I want a good fight, and may the best man win. Even though I have, what would you say, personal interest, personal gain in a certain side, I just want to see a good scrap, man. Let's see fucking violence. Let's see two guys getting after it. That's it.
As we wrap up here, I just want to pull out a piece of marketing for the delicious drink that we're having right now. Take a look at this. As you wrap up, it's the start of the new decade. We're here with an absolute legend. He's going to be fighting bushfires in Australia in a couple of weeks.
I heard they turned off. They're turning down already.
Well,
they're going to be off.
There's still plenty of work to be done. We can't wait to see you down.
Yeah.
As we wrap up, I have a pen here.
Let's do it, man.
If you could write down in 3 words, what can people expect from Jorge Masvidal in 2020?
3 words. They're going to see my spelling back home.
It could be names.
What are they going to see?
What's that?
What are they going to see?
What are they going to see? What can they expect in 2020?
If you had to describe 2020 in 3 words.
Could be names, could be...
We got one down. All right. That is a combo platter so far.
Don't judge my spelling.
Look at this. You want to show it to the camera? Oh, wow. Pain, love, emotion. Perfect way to finish a chat with an absolute legend. A BMF champion, if you will, Jorge Masvidal. Can't wait to see you in Australia. Can't wait for you to bring the mezcal down to Australia as well.
Yeah, of course, man.
And can't wait to see you handle those fires in Australia. Thank you so much, brother.